Hi there, Hawke Robinson with RPGresearch.com, and I'm going to let you know that I'm going to be releasing a series of reviews on the latest new Dungeons & Dragons, previously D&D Next, now Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition, Player's Handbook, by Mike Merles and Jeremy Crawford, and let people know what I think of it. Now remember, my background is a little different than maybe your typical game master. RPG research is focused on the therapeutic and educational benefits and uses of role-playing games, and I've been a gamer since 1979, and my preferred gaming style emphasizes more ROLE playing over ROLL playing, though I also don't like the over-dumbing down of certain systems. And some of my favorite systems were Rollmaster and MERP, Middle-earth Role-Playing, that were very numbers intensive and lots of charts, etc. And I personally don't have a problem with that. But in looking at role-playing games for the maximal therapeutic or educational benefit, depending upon uses of course, I may have a little bit different perspective than other gamers and game masters might have. And I was able to get first, I was a play tester. There were 175,000 online play testers, and I did participate in that a bit. And I did get the Player's Handbook earlier than the normal release because the local store was able to get it a couple weeks earlier than the online Amazon other releases. And we played the basic version of the rules as soon as those came out a couple of months ago. So we played that. That gave us some of the slight mechanical differences, which weren't hugely significant in the gameplay. But where it really matters, which comes out in the full Player's Handbook, is the character generation. There really seems to be much more of an emphasis on a rich story background and helping beginner players in that process to create lots of rich story background and hooks that more advanced players, that's not a problem. We don't really need a lot of tools for that. It's pretty easy when we have a character in mind, we want to create it, and we'll have a background story, and we'll have who our family is and what happened and who was betrayed, etc. Beginner players, that's pretty overwhelming. They're trying to learn the system, and what happens all too often is the mechanics get overly emphasized, and the ROLE aspect kind of gets left by the wayside, at least initially. Over time, that can be improved by any good dungeon master, game master. But what's nice in 5th edition, which was really not there in 3rd and 4th edition, and 1st and 2nd, I mean, you could argue any other edition, although we've been playing original D&D, and a lot of the trend of the games going back to a simpler approach. Well, we play OD&D, it's like, wow, everybody's trying to go back to that. 5th edition doesn't completely kill off mechanics. There's plenty of mechanics, but they de-emphasize, for example, skills and feats, kind of reduce the min-maxing effect, that term min-maxing, for people who try to game the system mechanically, rather than worrying more about story. It's the old argument of story trumps rules, but wouldn't it be nice if story and rules are more in sync? There are plenty of game systems out there that are, but of course D&D is the flagship of the role-playing game community, in that at least it was the first one, and until 4th edition was the market leader. So I'm going to be releasing a series right after this video, almost a page-by-page overview of what I think, and again, it's my opinion, you know, take it or leave it, but from a little more recreation therapy perspective, a little more applied use for educational therapeutic benefit, as well as just my own personal game master style of more story and character over just pure mechanics. Although I love a good occasional battle and hack and slash as much as anyone, don't like too much of that. So watch for those coming up shortly. RPGresearch.com. Thank you.